the running ears. It's Manny, and you can sense the excitement. We're less than a week away, so we're going to be there very, very soon. As a matter of fact, I will be there starting tomorrow. I'll be there for New Year's Eve. So first off, I'm going to say Happy New Year to get you guys. I hope you have a happy, healthy, safe New Year. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week. If you see me there at the expo, during the runs, at the resorts, at the parks, whatever it is, please come up and say hello. Again, I'm going to be giving away some shirts. I'll talk about them later on in this video. But real quick, I was just going to say, we're almost at 1,000. We're going to get there, guys. And this is your channel, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel, guys. Share the information. Please, thank you very much for being who you guys are. And today, we're just going to give a few tips. And then I'll get to the giveaway at the very end. So the first tip is something that I've already talked about. 90% or more of your questions can be answered by going to the event guide, the digital event guide. It's there. It's on the Run Disney page. You're just going to go there. It's going to say runner information. It's going to have a link. You're going to click on it. You're going to be able to see it. You should have gotten the email too. So guys, all that information is going to be right there. Okay. So guys, I'm going to just give you an example because I still remember. Okay. So one of the examples is you have to finish 16-minute miles. 16 minute per mile, and this is starting with the 10K, the half, and the full. But it is when the last person starts. So the last ones are going to be the balloon ladies. So if you're able to stay ahead of them, if you fall behind them a certain amount of time, they're going to ask you to get on the bus. So this is piggybacking on a actual event that happened. So back in 2021, we started again before this is after the pandemic. So this is our first run after the pandemic. And people were asking, when is it safe not to be swept? So people were posting online that once you get into Epcot, you're fine. I didn't intercede. I didn't want to intercede. I just didn't want to get involved because I knew before the pandemic, they allowed certain things that they didn't after. So what ended up happening is this person went and she got on a ride. And when she got on the ride, she knew that it was about 15 minutes. She was 15 minutes ahead of the balloon ladies, and it was about a 30-minute wait. She got on the ride. When she got off, it was closed. She got upset. She went on a rant, vented online, and how dare Disney do this to her, and so forth and so on. Guys, this is not Disney's fault. You guys have to understand that none of us work for Run Disney. And as a matter of fact, even just being an ambassador of Run Disney, I always tell people, go to the Run Disney page. Don't take my word for it. Especially if you really, really want to get the answer, go to the Run Disney page. All I do is I regurgitate what's on there, and of course I talk from experience, guys. But yes, it was true that before the pandemic they had a little bit more leeway. Now they're very, very strict, and again, they're just following what the rules that they had put in before. So guys, if you ask a question online, be prepared to get about 100 different answers. But again, once you go to the digital guide, you will get your answer from Disney, and it's official because it is from Disney. If that doesn't appease you, go ahead and email them or call them. But Manny, they hardly ever answer any of the emails. They hardly answer the phone, and it's usually like general people that are working there. Then when you get to the expo, go and ask them, and there will be representatives there. Go and ask them. They got information booths. They got people who work there, and they work directly for them. So go and ask them there. But guys, that's going to be the first tip that I'm going to give you. So guys, the next tip is make a list of everything you're going to need, and as you're packing, make sure that you check everything off. And so to make sure that you got everything, just go through your head and just to think from day one, what are you going to need? Are you going to need some? And I would suggest some cold weather stuff and some warm weather stuff just in case. If you can get some disposable ponchos, that's also good. But guys, make a list. Make sure that you follow it. Check it 3 or 4 times. Make sure that once you get, and I keep looking down because my bags are right here. So once you get those packed, so then you can check it again and make sure that you got everything. The next tip is just to remember this, and hopefully, because I see a lot of this on social media, people are going crazy over the virtual queue. The virtual queue is for day 1. People have been asking, I'm going to get there the 3rd day, so how do I get the virtual queue? You don't need it. And it may not be for the whole day. I always recommend on day 1, get the virtual queue just to make sure. But it may be that later in the day, they will open it up to everybody. You will actually see something that they'll say, no more available, or something, it's timed out or something like that. if you go there, because it's going to be the first building that you go to, you're going to have to pass it to go to get your bib. So when you pass it, you're just going to ask them, and they're probably going to let you in. Guys, again, a lot of people ask me, well, is merchandise going to be sold out by the time I get there? I have no idea. It's hard to tell. Yes, I see resellers already going, and again, the one thing that to me is kind of conflicting is because runners are now resellers. So is it something that I agree with? Not 100%. I see sometimes their point, but I don't 100% agree with it. That's a topic for a different video. But guys, so my suggestion is get there as early as possible. If you badly want something, if you don't get what you want, again, do not vent on social media. What you're going to do is you're going to contact Run Disney. Now, the only way that Run Disney will change anything is once they find out that a majority or a big amount of people are saying, hey, I'm not going to go back unless you fix this. Then they will fix it. But besides that, guys, remember virtual queue, going back to the original thing, virtual queue is day one and only for merchandise. So now I'm going to get to something that you are going to need if you're a runner, and this you cannot pass up. So this is the check-in pass. And now the check-in pass is something that you're going to have in order to pick up your bib. So there's no ways around it, and it's going to look like this. Now this is for the last run, the wine and dine, but I was actually going to record this video earlier today because I thought by this time it would drop. It has not dropped yet as the time of this recording. But sometime today and the last time it was later in the day, you're going to see that blue bar underneath, get the check-in pass. You're going to click on that. It's going to give you your check-in pass. It's going to give you your bib. It is not going to give you your corral. You could sit there all day long and say, well, last time it was this, it was this. It doesn't matter until you pick up your bib and you see the corral number on it. So guys, if you want to speculate, you can speculate. It's up to you guys. But guys, I wouldn't worry about it until you get to you get to the expo and pick up your bib. That's when you're going to know what your corral number is. So guys, another big one is transportation, guys. So where can you get transportation to and from the expo, to and from the races? And every on-site resort is going to have transportation. Is it always perfect? No, it isn't. But I keep hearing people saying, I heard it's really, really bad. Guys, I've done over 800 miles live miles run at Disney. And guys, I've had maybe 1 or 2 bad experiences, and that we're talking about 70 or 80 runs, guys. So it's not a bad thing. You know, when you have them, it does make your life a little bit challenging. But guys, and especially, and I could see when you went for one weekend and you did 1 or 2 runs, and there was that one weekend, I think it was Princess of 2022, when they hired a different company to do the buses, and they were all mixed up. That one was not a fun one. But after that, it's gotten a lot better from what I've seen. Is it perfect from every resort? No. But guys, if you really badly want to, then you can call an Uber or a Lyft. They drop you off. And again, there's going to be buses coming back. If you're staying off property, then yes, they're going to have to drop you off. You're going to get an Uber or a Lyft. But guys, find out your time so that way you know when to get there. So guys, another one is going to be the weather. So we don't 100% know what the weather is going to be. A lot of people are speculating because we got this, you got the weather app saying that it's going to be rain, it's going to be cold, it's going to be warm, it's going to be this, and it changes every day. Guys, my suggestion is don't worry about it. What you're going to do is you're going to plan for everything. The morning of is when you're going to be able to see. So I have done these races where it says no rain in the forecast the night before, wake up and it's raining. I had it the opposite where it says it's going to be raining and there's no rain. Guys, so plan for everything. So that brings me to my next thing. If you're going to be wearing some cold weather clothes, because it's going to be a little bit colder, and it probably is going to be a little bit colder, guys. So remember that the bib must be visible. So if you get that jacket and you put it on top, you got to make sure that probably put it on the outer layer, especially if you're going to be running with the jacket the whole time. They can pull you from the run if they don't see your bib. They probably might warn you a couple of times. I don't think they're going to pull people if they don't see their bib, especially if they can pick it up and show it. But they can do it, guys, so don't give them that chance. Guys, if you're going to have spectators, go to the spectator page. There's a lot of information right now, guys. I see a lot of people about spectator, and there's stuff that's all over the place on social media. And I just keep putting on there, go to the specific run. so you can see where they can go. It gives you times, it gives you places, it gives you transportation. So guys, you can see that and you can go ahead and plan accordingly, so you guys who are going to be spectating, so you guys can see your running friends, running family, and just say hi to them. So we're winding down, so a couple of things is just don't do anything different the week of the run or during the run. If you try to do something different, so all of a sudden you've been practicing in certain intervals, all of a sudden you decide to go faster, it may hinder your run. So guys, don't do anything different. Just trust your training, guys. You've been doing this for 6 months or more, whatever it has been. So guys, trust your training. So the last thing I want to say, guys, is, a lot of people say they're nervous. Nervous is another way, and there's another way of saying nervous. It's excited. Get excited, guys. It's okay to be excited. It's okay to go back and act like you're a kid. Guys, you're going to be at Disney. You're going to be having fun. You're going to be surrounded by 10, 12, 14,000 of your friends, of your Run Disney friends. So guys, it's time to get excited. Time to go out there and have some fun, guys. And one last thing before I go, I'm so excited, I almost forgot about this. Guys, I'm going to be giving away 10 of those shirts, the one that had Dopey to Dumbo. I'll put a picture of them at the very, very end so you guys can see them, but I'm going to be giving away about 10 of those shirts, okay? I have very limited sizes, mainly large. So guys, if you see me at anywhere you see me, guys, especially at the expo, guys, I'm going to be carrying them around. I'm going to be handing them out. So guys, if you are going to be doing the Dopey to Dumbo, if you are subscribing to the channel, obviously I know because you guys come up to me and talk to me and stuff, get a selfie with me, guys, I will give you a shirt, guys. So these are going to be 100% free. So this is a way of saying thank you very much for being who you are and supporting this channel. So guys, without further ado, I'm excited because by this time tomorrow, I'm going to be at Epcot. I'm going to be there for New Year's Eve. So guys, again, create a magical New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, guys. Create a magical day, create a magical run, guys, and see you sooner than later.